Good evening.
Did you see how at the last second he slips into the chair?
Got here. I got here.
No, he's there.
Oh, it's been a busy day. I'll tell you what.
Well, I've been busy. Have you been busy?
I've been busy.
Yeah.
Yep. We just.
And Stephanie's home.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So no hanging out after. I got to go home.
Yeah, you got to go home. Okay. Yep. No, I was just at the Home Builders Luncheon, which was over at Railway City Brewing for a lunch. It was great. Got a chance to talk to the home builders about all the things that are happening.
Excellent.
And yeah.
I had no time at lunch. I'd have gone to that. I kind of had to skip lunch today because we put a couple more things into my calendar. So yeah, I can afford to miss a lunch once in a while. Yeah, still works. Yeah.
Also, I went to the dump today. It's not called the dump though. What's it called over on
recycling center?
The recycling center.
Yes.
My dad had some stuff he wanted to get rid of, so I loaded up the trailer and popped over there.
Yeah.
And the staff, they're just amazing. I love the hockey stick. If you pull up there, right, you pull onto the weigh scale, and they put out a hockey stick with anything you need on it.
Right.
And if you want, after you come back around with your trailer again, they
weigh you again. Right.
Hockey stick comes out. You just put your credit card on it. Good to go.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic system.
Oh, well, you don't have to be modern to be good.
No,
it's very good.
No, and the staff's all friendly.
Look, and that is a great group that works over there. And I'll tell you, they take some crap because there's people who aren't happy when they're taking stuff to the dump.
Well, it's not.
Right, not a fun day. Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else we got going on? Spent yesterday at Cliff Barwick's funeral in the afternoon.
Yes. Yeah.
Mayor Barwick served this community well for a number of years, more than once, a split time as mayor. Very proud of my friendship with him and the advice he's able to give me. And so it was, a sad day, of course, to say goodbye and remember the great things that Cliff did in our community. And I sure hope people remember Mayor Joe the same way. So, I spoke at Golden K this morning, thinking of the movers and shakers in our community.
Yes.
Golden K, for those of you who don't know, is a service club. But it's not a service club in the typical sense anymore. It's what used to be the Kiwanis Club, and as you aged, you became part of Golden K. And Golden K in our community offers its service to other events. Golden K doesn't necessarily fundraise and help fund hospitals or parks or such, and I suppose there was a time when many of them did that.
Yes.
But they offer the club as the help. So like the seniors picnic in the park, there'll be a number of Golden K working there as ambassadors and helpers, and even I think even Nostalgia Night. They help us with selling tickets or doing other things. And so it's just a neat new way of a service club helping rather than just always fundraising or selling tickets or whatever it might be. So.
And we need all the volunteers in the community for different events that we can get.
And these people are seasoned volunteers. Many have been in volunteers more than 50 years in our community. So good to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just incredible. What did you talk about when you were there?
I kind of reminisced about where we are as a city, and as I'm handing over to the next mayor as soon as we get through to an election, I asked them to please guarantee me one more spot. I kind of go to Golden K about every 6 months, and so I thought, okay, this is going to work out just about perfect. Sometime, maybe the second week of October, I can go give my farewell address to the Golden K. It'll be great. Great council meeting last night. Our new clerk started last night, and so we, put on a special show for him to show.
You put on a show for Thomas.
Well, how fast we can get a meeting done.
Oh, okay.
And we had a lot of fun, and so our newest HR director and our newest clerk is now in place, and I think Thomas will be a lot of fun as the clerk.
Absolutely.
Not to say Maria was a lot of fun, but she was the typical clerk. I haven't yet settled on where Thomas is, right?
Well, you're going to find out.
I think he knows his stuff, right? From a legislative point of view. So, pretty good situation in our community right now from our management team.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So it was a good meeting last night. I've got some things from it. We've got a bunch of things to announce. So let's do some.
Yeah.
And we'll watch your questions from you at home. Please share them with us so we can answer them. Caps Off Run Club. Now, this is one thing you and I have known about for years, but every Thursday night at Caps Off, rain, snow, sleet, whatever it is, a whole group of very hardy folks who like to run, and they plot their route ahead of time. It's on social media early in the day, so they know where to go. But every Thursday at 6:30, there's a 3K, a 5, and an 8K run. Start and ends for both ends at Caps Off. And don't think just because these people are athletes, they may not have a beer afterwards. Because they do.
They have special mugs too.
A lot of fun. Port Stanley Terminal Rail train rides with Teddy, May 16th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stanley the Bear rides with the kids. Bring your favorite bear and look out for spring flowers.
Yeah.
Grand opening of the Spirit Earth Holistic at 152 Fifth Ave, May 16th and 17th, 10 to 4. Join them for complimentary corn soup and strawberry drink.
Ooh, strawberry
Sounds
drink.
fine. Let's go, right? Strawberry. This time of year, I love. Start to get asparagus, start to get strawberries.
Yeah,
right?
asparagus is already coming up.
Yeah. Free gift with every purchase. Winona, Ireland from Studio 169 will have a flash sale of her tattoo services.
Okay.
Right. A cornhole tournament coming up at Caps Off. And there's prizes to be won apparently.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Beverages to be had also on May 17th at 12:30. Exhibit Grounded in Place, May 16th to July 1st at the St. Thomas Elgin Public Art Center. More details on the website, they say, so go look that up.
Facebook page, they've got some videos of what's going on, so you can take a little sneak peek.
Oh, great. I'm more visual than I am
it's a great way to look at it. And then the kids' classes are wrapping up as well. So Louis, my son, has been participating in those
the art center
and loved them. Yeah, with Sherry. Sherry's an amazing teacher.
It's a genetic thing apparently, because I just exhibit Eyes on the Skies now till October 3rd at the Elgin Heritage Center. More details on their website. Beards for Bucko, May 30th, 11 till 6 p.m. at Railway City Brewing, where they have some great special events also.
And
it's a
Taco House will be there as well. Taco House.
Oh, great.
Will be there.
You know how I love Taco House.
I know. It's a good time.
A fundraiser to send burn victims, survivors 7 to 17 to summer camp. More Caps Off Brewing, their annual charity golf tournament, and they do donate a lot back, on June 14th, 9 a.m. at the Bluffs Golf Course. Drop into Caps Off and say you want to play. If there's still a spot, they'll get you in. And then we'll talk about the Chambers of Commerce block party, June 19th, right out back here, Westlake Evans Park, right? Going to become kind of the town square along Curtis Ave, which will also be closed that evening. And great kind of summer picnic party, block party by the Chamber of Commerce. Looking forward to it. Yep. And then save the date. July 1st is coming up. Canada Day at One Password Park. More details will be shared from this chair in the coming weeks. And to top off the events we haven't mentioned, Porsches and coffee.
Whoa.
I'd like, if I get the choice, I'll take the Porsche.
Yeah?
Right. July 19th, 10 to 1 at Queso. It's a fundraiser for Our Place Respite.
Wonderful.
Excellent. We got any questions in yet, or we just got folks saying hi?
We got Tim Hedden, and he's saying the foursome premieres at the Elgin Theatre Guild in 2 weeks. That's May 28th.
I bet that's a bit of a golf thing.
I believe it is.
Yes. It's a spoof on...
It's an older take on the gentleman fun kind of thing. So it's like, talking about like colonoscopies and whatnot while they're on the golf course, as you do now as you get older.
I'm never getting a ball out of the hole again. Tim Hedden, thank you, Tim. Tim, you did a social media post this week that I shared as much as I could and gave you a lot of good feedback on about running for office municipally specifically, and some of the things you should think about why you should or shouldn't. And Tim has been in our last 2 elections, and I helped them in most, I hope, with some good advice or some bad advice, and then he didn't win, so maybe it's my fault. But great advice, Tim, and thank you for sharing that. And I see a number of other people have also shared it. Right? I'm still seeing everybody who wants to see me, wants to run in St. Thomas. There's still lots of time. I'll give you advice. It's free, but maybe what it's worth. But but we'll keep doing it. Doug McTavish was in today for a little while, so we had a great chat there. What do we got? Nothing else?
We've got a shout out from Margaret McKnight.
Of course,
hi,
Margaret
gentlemen.
says hi
Margaret.
every week. Thank you, Margaret.
Yeah.
some of the things that happened last night at council.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got because it's the middle meeting of the month. We almost always do a review of where we are in our strategic plan or certain areas of our strategic plan. And last night was all about public safety. Mm-hmm. So our police and what they're working on, our fire department and what they're working on. Mm-hmm. Some of our other housing pieces that have to do with safety. And so, it was really, we're in pretty good shape. And the fact that we're reviewing our strategic plan monthly now, different pieces of it, lets us say, oh yeah, we should also add this, or we should also work on this. So it keeps our strategic plan very active. The 10-year housing and homeless action plan was submitted last night. I know we talked about this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. That was the draft. We've now touched up what public input came to it, and it's a submission we have to make to the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing. Here's our 10-year plan, and here's was our old one and what we got done on it. So it's neat that all municipalities are having to do that. Just some proposed official plan and zoning changes to 358 Elm and 4 Morrison Drive there. That's a bit of an L-shaped lot along Elm Street. Mm-hmm. I think it's where the Doug Terry office house was.
Okay.
But it's now going to become a health center type of piece.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But so it has to zone change because of that. Mm-hmm. We had a report come to us last night from our Parks and Rec staff on the YMCA aquatic partnership that we have with the YMCA, and where we can discount family and children's passes to the YMCA's pool on swimming lessons, on family swim, and on aquafit. Mm-hmm. And we had set aside $100,000 for the first year for us to discount St. Thomas residents only at the YMCA. Mm-hmm. We've spent $108,000 in the first year. Mm-hmm. And so pretty good. Really pleased to see that many people taking advantage of a swimming pool that's already in our community and using a great team like the Y. And then we set aside what would be the budget to finish the rest of this year. We figure another $60,000 we'll take out of surplus and deficits for the rest of this year for those that from St. Thomas that have found. And we don't subsidize July or August, because our outdoor pool is open, and we'd like you to use the St. Thomas outdoor pool if we do it. So that was another one. The Canada Day celebration and summer camp days requested a change to our animal control bylaw, which is a really strange thing. Comes to council all the time, but they're having a petting zoo at the Canada Day celebration and at the camps at Pinafore Park. So we approved animals in the park. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's others there, but they're not part of this. And then a really neat report from the pollution control plant from a company called Lystic Contract Extension. So we extended the contract for 5 more years. This is the removal of the sludge from the wastewater plant. And it gets converted into fertilizer. Mm-hmm. And this company buys it from us for a sizable amount of money. Yeah. And then helps farmers put it on their fields in an odor-free way. It's not like the old days of spreading manure where everybody for miles around knew you were doing it.
So they're buying it?
Yeah, they're buying it. We used to pay money to send this to the landfill.
That's incredible.
Yeah, $500,000 over 5 years, or $100,000 a year they give us for the sludge from the.
Get out of here!
Yeah, way to go, Joe. No, not me. Who knew there was gold in there?
Yeah.
Pipes, right? And that's pretty much what we have for this year, or for last night. So pretty good meeting, and a couple of closed item sessions that will come back to life in a couple more weeks. But really pleased. What do you got?
Oh, I got a whole bunch of stuff. But I wanted to, and I was talking to you about this beforehand. We've had several different Tag Tuesday events for the Downtown Development Board.
Yes.
So it's basically, how can we make shout outs for our downtown and get people to engage?
And through as many other people as we can. You know that I share most of what you put in DDB, and what other people put forward in DDB, we all share. And then that changes the algorithm enough that it gets to more people, it gets to people it wouldn't normally get to. And so you're seeing some really good hit numbers now on some of the DDB stuff we're doing.
Yeah, right? We're doing hundreds of thousands of views.
Right.
And
this is what a mall should do.
The mall is doing it.
Right. And then they really recognize what's going on in their place of business.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. No, the Elgin Center they've been doing some really great stuff as well. And I noticed they just did a post about doing a shop around, basically a shop hop like we do.
Yeah, right.
They're doing one,
right?
Yeah, in the mall, which is great.
But you've been doing it with the DDB
for years
and highlighting. Well, some businesses that have been there forever, and some businesses that are brand new.
Feels like forever, right?
Beautiful, right? Great job.
But yeah, and I was just I put a couple of those together because like, how can you get it? So, and also like I can learn from other people too. So when people comment and they add the comments saying, "Oh, I shopped at this place and this is why I love it," then I can take that information and I can share that with other people.
Right.
Because there's hundreds of businesses in the downtown, and people are usually they're frequenting one or two. They're not all in there. So anyway. I've been collecting all the data and I've got all the names in for the March 24th post and the April 28th post.
Right.
And I thought that I would get you, the mayor, to press the button.
Oh, it's a button.
It's a button. I've got it all set up here in my spreadsheet with all the different names.
It's the randomizer.
And then
it's the randomizer.
I got the randomizer in there.
So which button am I hitting?
All right. Well, wait one second. It's F9, and then that's going F9. To set it up right there. So if we do, so you hold the function key and then press the F9.
All right, there we go.
Number 18. Okay. And so that is Lee Turner.
Lee Turner.
So you are a winner, Lee Turner.
If you're watching tonight, you'll know. If you're not watching tonight, all your neighbors and friends that are watching can call.
They're going to know.
Right? And if not, Grayden will reach out tomorrow.
Absolutely. And we'll do another one because there's two for that.
What's the prize?
25 downtown dollars, which can be spent at participating merchants in our downtown core.
Number 29, which is
got Frankenstyle Art Gallery.
Oh, okay. You see, boy, that's a long name. That's a new business in the downtown, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just over there, and it's fantastic. They have a wide selection of art within that gallery, and it's also a tattoo. Gallery as well.
Oh,
There's Francis Martin.
Sounds like we got a bit of things going on. Yeah.
In the downtown, we got one or two different things.
Yeah.
And Francis Martin does really great stuff. And he had his opening about 2 months ago,
right?
A month and a half ago, 2 months, and it was packed.
See,
and it was so exciting.
We had this conversation this morning at a certain service club I was speaking to about the downtown, and I know that I've been spending some time trying to help my friend Jeff Urick get his store back going and making sure that the city's not in the way of things happening downtown, specifically successful businesses through no fault of their own had a fire in the business next to them and they're trying to get back open. But the city has been doing all it can do. I know the DDB is doing all it can do, and we're going to have a little conversation tomorrow at tomorrow's DDB meeting about perhaps some different ways we can change some of the funding.
It's very exciting with the new treasurer, Adam. He's coming in. He's going to do a deputation.
I'm not sure Adam's ever been called exciting.
Really? Well, this is the first time for everything,
Of course he can, and he's really quite good. But I in my life I've learned, if you're looking for good fun times, perhaps accountants or or economists are not the ones to really get the comedy from.
I'll tell you what, I've spent some time at different conventions with accountants.
Yes.
They like to party.
Oh, no. I get that, the after part, but when they're giving you anyway, let's wait and see tomorrow how this goes. I'm looking forward to some of the neat things Adam has found about the Downtown Development Board.
Yeah, no, there's some really great stuff, and I look forward to talking more about that. And he provided a report to council, not this past council meeting, but the one before, about different options on that, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so we have a comment in here from Heather saying, speaking of downtown development, the city of St. Thomas, have they ever implemented property tax fines or anything for long-term vacant buildings? For example, the one between Cafe Siam Employment Services that has old furniture in the window, or the old Baskin Fabrics. Baskin Fabrics has been purchased, the old Baskin Fabrics, and it's being renovated.
Construction now. Yeah.
So that one's sorted. I know it's very hard to get these owners to clean and rent, and we're seeing this in Port Stanley now too. Just wondering if St. Thomas has done anything for fines, et cetera, to owners.
Two pieces. Yes. At the start of the term of our council, so 8 years ago, we made sure that there wasn't a discount in place for having a vacant building.
Because previous to that, there was.
You could ask for exemption on taxes to a certain degree because your building was not rented. And we've been talking a little bit about it here. We think we'll have a bylaw very shortly for you to hear about how we're going to add an extra charge to those businesses that are vacant. They're buildings that are vacant, just to ensure that we're being fire safe downtown too.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of downtown fires, and we're going to be going to those empty buildings and inspecting them a lot more often so that we don't run into that type of issue. That may incent someone with an empty business to put tenants in it.
Totally. And as the Downtown Development Board,
yes,
we haven't been charging a levy on the vacant buildings.
Right.
So if it's a vacant business, we haven't been charging a levy. And the idea behind that was like during rough times, if someone loses a tenant, we don't want it to be a hardship. But then at the same time, you have businesses that are continually vacant. They don't seem to be.
Yeah. So we're getting rid of that. We'll bring that back to even. You don't leave your building empty and expect you're saving money while your investment goes up in price because you got a building in the greatest downtown.
But then all the other business owners, they're the ones that are carrying for the flowers, the banners, all the stuff that we pay for as business owners in the downtown. They're not contributing to that.
Right. So Heather, hopefully that answers your question. We've been examining it for years. We've found a couple touches where we can do it. The other thing that's truly, really happening, though, is because we're filling empty spaces downtown. You mentioned Baskin's Fabric. There's a new owner there with a new housing upstairs and a great storefront area. More to come on that one. But we're going to start twisting a little bit on those that just permanently bought a building downtown, storing old furniture in it and saying, well, that's good enough. Not good enough for our community. Commercial spaces at a premium in St. Thomas. So let's get it going.
So let's get her done. All right, we have our next draw. This is April 28th post on the Downtown Development Board page. So, Mayor, if you could please press F9 again. We got number 18 again. Wow, we got a real penchant for 18. So this is the case. Melissa Kemp. That's great. Well, congratulations, Melissa.
Yes. And if you happen to be on here, come on and tell us, yay, I won a prize.
Yeah.
If you're not on, we'll certainly let people know they can call you at home and let you know.
And she did the mural that's outside of Purely Wicked. And she works at the YWCA. She's an amazing person, a great contributor to the community. Great contributor
downtown. And this is the other thing we're seeing. We now have people from the library that help us with DDB and the and people like Melissa who are involved in our downtown may not be businesses, but certainly.
And they're giving shout outs. So when we say, hey, can you support a business? Let them know what they're doing. Melissa got online. She said, hey, this is the business I like. This is why I like them. And let other people know about it.
And we share all those comments.
We sure do.
As we possibly can. So everybody can get people's real and honest feedback instead of the negativity we see on some of the other St. Thomas sites.
Yes. I love being able to get back a little bit. All right, we have one more, Mayor.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, this is it.
F9.
Number 45 for April 28th. Well, you know what we haven't said? It's May 12th of 2026.
Yeah, today is May 12th. For those of you that will be watching this sometime in the future, and we want to let you know it's May 12th, 2026 today. And we're pretty happy because it's coming up on a long weekend. And the weather's supposed to be getting a little warmer.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we'll see.
As the rains are coming in.
Well, I'm a little afraid of black fly season still that hasn't happened in the cottage country where I'm going this weekend.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not camping. We spend most of the time out on the patio laughing at the people who camped last night, especially when it really pours rain. But
Yeah. And we were at, speaking of rain and weather warnings, we were at the Princess Brunch at the Queso Station, which was run by 509 Events on the weekend.
So did you wear your gown and crown?
I wore my Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, well, you're a princess.
Yeah. I was a prince among princesses. Myself and Louis. Yes. We were the only two guys there.
Oh, the rest was all princesses.
It was all princesses and queens, I think.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, it was just a lovely event. Sold out both days. They did a fantastic job. So shout out to them. Shout out to Ashley and the staff at the Queso Station.
Right. So there's people who wore tiaras all day then.
Lily wore hers almost the entire time, and she loved it. She got pictures with the Disney princesses. Absolutely fantastic.
I know I spoke of it before we went on air tonight, but I saw many pictures of you and the whole family, and I mean the whole family, planting Christmas trees.
We sure did.
Oh,
1,200.
It rose as far as you could see of little seedling Christmas trees at
so exciting, Joe.
At the new Established Media Christmas tree.
The Lang Drews.
So will we count on Hallmark coming in the future and doing the story of the Christmas tree farm.
In about 10 years, and you know, one of my friends, she's the main producer for the Hallmark movies in Canada. So yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I should send her a note.
Yeah, I've got my own Christmas tree farm. We'll get a little red pickup if that's what it'll take.
Totally.
They're in all the shows.
100%.
And there's always a really, either funny or really dumb mayor in there. I will be neither by then, but I could fill one of the roles. I really could.
That would be amazing. But no, it's funny because I worked with her in Toronto, and she's an amazing person. And then we all kind of, like, the group of us that were working there, we all kind of left around the same time. And now we all live like on farms in rural Ontario.
Right. And look, I love my Christmas in July on Hallmark.
Yes.
I love my Christmas movies for a month and a half at Christmas time, all Hallmark movies. So look, I'm looking forward to wandering through your Christmas tree farm.
Yes.
Of course, they'll have to get a little bigger. Right?
And also, we were talking about doing some in like a maze pattern, like doing a labyrinth.
Oh, I never knew that.
Or like a swirl, because like we're just doing it by hand anyway, right? So we can map out.
You're right. And I saw you're basically
flagging them out.
Flags. Yeah. So you could do that into whatever pattern you wanted to grow Christmas
Joe,
tree.
it's going to be so
But
fun.
you got to remember what the bottom circumference of a Christmas tree is at a certain age.
Yes.
You can't have them where they're going to rub to each other.
Absolutely.
Right?
So we mapped all that out.
I know nothing about farming.
You know
I
enough.
Just got that. Yeah. I visited cattle farms every so often.
Yeah.
And all I know is they're tasty.
Oh, so good. So good.
That's my extent of farming here in Elgin County.
Margaret's saying, somebody asked, how does a person get on? And Margaret, just to clarify, you mean like on
this list?
Oh, the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was done as part of the DDB comment section. We highlighted a business, or Grayden would highlight a business. We'd all share it. And if you made comments about a business or another business, anyone who made positive comments got into the draw.
For $25.
If you're following the DDB
St. Thomas Downtown Development Board, on Facebook,
make great comments and let us all share them so other people see what you think about some of our downtown businesses. And it's how you get on the list.
And we just put a post up today asking, why do you shop local?
Right.
So I went on and I've been seeing all these posts.
Local.
Yeah, local. No. Why do I shop loco? No, don't shop loco.
I'm a crazy shopper.
But I went on, guys. I've been seeing all these posts. It's like your millennial promoter, or your Gen Z social media team, or like, what if you were like Gen X and they're like putting these pictures?
Yeah.
So it's like
you've done a good job of.
Yeah. Right? So I love seeing because whatever goes online,
For
AI
some
just
of my
pulls from
older
that.
friends online, I did ask him, why is there nothing about boomers?
Yes.
My generation.
I ran out of the free on
the Because
we're
frugal about old and
at
not
the
many
DDB.
people notice it's not there. We're just old.
Oh, don't worry. Tomorrow, once I have my free account back, I will post a boomers one just for you.
Okay, good.
But it's really fascinating, Joe, to see online like what has been posted about downtown St. Thomas and supporting local,
right? And
then having it kind of condensed into a visual format now that it can do.
Yes.
And then actually, you and I, we shop downtown, so we know what's really going on.
Right.
So kind of comparing that and like, why do we shop local to what the AI thinks?
Because Taco House is there.
Because Taco House. So
because why not Cookies is there?
Yes.
Because sorry, am I only mentioning the food places? Book Barn. Yes.
Yeah. Plaza Sushi.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. We have Lotus Thai. We have Cafe Sayan. They're like just incredible options.
Where can you go to do what?
Potato Express.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So many options. And what I was asking on this post is I want to know why you shop downtown. Why do you support local? Even if it's not just downtown, if it's the broader St. Thomas, let us know.
Anything local, but most of the businesses are in the downtown core, so you'll be mentioning them a lot. But why do you stay local? I ask myself every time now, and it's like I've told you this, my car kind of stops when I hit the boundaries of St. Thomas.
Yeah, you just kind of hit it like an invisible barrier.
I got to turn around and go back a different way. It won't let me out there.
It's kind of like you're in a game and there's an invisible wall.
It's available in St. Thomas, or at least in St. Thomas and Elgin County. Why am I going anywhere else?
It's kind of like you're on the Truman Show, but your own Joe show.
That's it. I can't get off. Yeah, I can't get off the island.
No, but it's right. And I was talking with my wife about it, of course. And another thing is, if you go on, sometimes, like say you go on another online site, they might be giving you a higher priced item,
right?
But so we had an example where that happened, where I was like, "Oh, I'm going to buy these," and Jess was like, "You should double check at Canadian Tire in St. Thomas."
Not be right.
Yeah, and it was about a tenth the cost.
Right. Well,
so double check it.
And please, you mentioned some place like Canadian Tire.
Yep.
That is a local owner, folks. I count that as shopping local.
And this is what people don't understand.
It's a pile of staff, 60 or 70 employees in that store, all that live in St. Thomas. And yes, it is a store, called Canadian Tire, so it is other places too.
Yep.
But in that case, or in the case of mine, it's a local owner that's been in your town, supporting people in town for years.
And years.
And please, don't forget about us either, right?
No.
Cobb's Bread, fine example.
My goodness.
No greater example of someone who's so involved in her community.
It was like $500,000 she donated
that
1 year.
Incredible how much.
What?
Right? Now, that's a corporation.
Yeah.
Right. So I count it local. Every time I go buy it, smell the bread. No, it's great.
Oh, man. The scones.
Oh,
so good.
I have found some different types of bread. I like kind of fibrous bread. So she's got a couple of seed breads that are just really good. But then you go up to the counter. It's like anywhere. Wait, what are these? Mini cinnamon buns. Must be healthier than big cinnamon buns, right?
Yeah. Well, I shared too, like for Louis' birthday, we did these meat sandwiches that are based off of Mr. Beef in Chicago. And so I had her do up these buns, these fresh sub buns. Got them. Picked them up a little bit late. Louis had a fall, so we needed to go to the hospital. And she gave me extra stuff to take to Louis. Because and I was like,
he'll be happier.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Just so incredible.
Look, when you make friends with the local business owner, you become friendly. For years, I wore a name tag that said Joe on it. So everybody called me Joe. I didn't know what everybody else's name was. I have to issue name tags. But for years, I was Joe, the guy that had the hamburger.
Name tags are the best tags.
Right? Yeah. And now that I'm even older, name tags would really help if everybody would wear one.
So handy. Because generally, I'll know what the person's first, the first letter of their name.
I know their face.
Yeah.
Well, now where do we know that person from?
Or you've got names that are very similar, but it's pronounced a little different. You don't want to say the wrong pronunciation.
No. Agreed.
So like Tanya and Tanya.
And I still don't want to say, I know who you are, but I cannot figure it out right now.
And you've known them for a decade.
Forever.
Maybe two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm putting a petition together that everybody has to wear a name tag.
Name tags, mandatory in St. Thomas. Put a bylaw together.
I like it.
You haven't used your strong mayor's powers, but maybe this is something where it could really come.
Use my strong mayor's powers. How does that affect the budget? Well, the mayor would know who hasn't paid their taxes. No,
everyone has to,
Yeah, I guess. All right, it worked for me.
And we got the census done, the long form census.
I did. You got the long form, did you?
I think so.
I had a fairly long piece. But
Jess asked me a lot of questions. I don't know if it was long form or not.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I got it in. Today was the 12th. Yep. Today is the day to have it in by if you received your census form. Otherwise, some great person who's earning some extra dollars is going to come by with a clipboard to your house and say, hey, we didn't get your answer, so let's fill it in now.
And there's like a $500 fine if you don't fill it out.
Yeah, I hate the punitive side. If you can't figure out the census, first of all, it's not that complicated.
No.
But second, if that information isn't gathered by the federal government, it cuts the amount we spend on education. It cuts the amount we spend on helping municipalities
Where
run
do
better.
schools go?
Right. All of those things. The census gets us more good than it's bad. And of course, I've heard a few people, this is just the Big Brother trying to get more information from us. Yeah, it is.
Big Brother has
somehow we're going to make decisions based on facts.
My favorite is the tax part. Like they don't want to share the tax, like how much they made or whatever. It's like the government already has that. It's called the CRA.
Right.
Like you've already filed your taxes. So
right.
I don't know. I don't understand why that's like a bugaboo. And they were talking about security leaks. I don't know. If they know that we have 6 people
they know where
in
I live and the fact that I have dogs or whatever else was on the form. Yeah,
The data is so important. If you talk to
easy just to make us run our country better, right? It's information we all use. Our population alone, how will we know when to change the signs out by the highway?
Exactly.
I mean, they say 43,000 still. I know St. Thomas is bigger than that, and the mayor would like it to get it done, but it'll be a little while before we get the information in.
Yeah, and real information is so important. And there's AI can't figure all that stuff out.
No.
So it's not like you can go there. It's
No.
going to just deal with whatever's online. And if you've used it, you know that there's holes within that information. But this is hard data. And it's
real
really
facts.
important.
Real facts are
Facts.
what we need.
Everyone talks about wanting facts.
Right.
Let's give the government facts so they can actually run the country properly.
We're kind of ranting again today.
This is our rant.
We haven't done a rant yet
Yeah.
lately, and it's time. There we go. Thanks. All right. Any other questions about the city of St. Thomas? I'm not seeing any, so I can't answer anything more. Look, it's nice to know that you're so pleased with how your city's running and what piece we have going on. Thank you. Mayor's Update will be with you next Tuesday night again. And because Monday is a holiday.
Yeah. So does that mean the council's going to be
Council's on Tuesday.
Oh, boy.
And Mayor's Update is right after it.
Oh, you think you're going to run a fast one? Or
I think we're in pretty good shape from a length of course, whenever I say that, you're sitting out here in the hall for an hour waiting to start Mayor's Update. So for those of you that are watching it, next week, we might be a couple minutes late. We might be a couple minutes early, depending on how many questions Jim Herbert asks at council.
Yeah. It'll be interesting, but we'll be live.
Yeah.
And we'll be here.
Okay, that's it for another night.
Yeah, thanks again. And just for the last piece, because I'm gonna take this segment out and I'm gonna pop this on the DDB page. The winners, for the Downtown Development Board's Tag Tuesday events, are Leah Turner, Frankenstyle Art Gallery, so that's Francis Martin, Melissa Kempf, and Tammy Schwartzentruber Ministry.
Excellent.
So congratulations, folks. Thanks for supporting our downtown.
You're a winner before you won tonight. You're all winners if you're watching.
I love that. That's so supportive.
Yeah, perfect.
And there's another post that went up today that you can also comment on to say why you support local, and then that'll be entered in for the draw.
How we'll get the names for next
month.
time. Yeah. The mayor's learning how to hit F9 properly.
And then we'll rock and roll.
Very technical.
Thanks again, folks.
Thanks
again, Mayor Joe.
Thanks, Grayden.
Cheers. See you next week, guys.